Hello there, good people, and welcome to It's a Shaw Thing. I'm your host, Rob Shaw. We're talking some college football today. Of course, the big surprise on everyone's mind, Penn State falling to Iowa 24-23. So did we overrate Penn State or underrate Iowa? In my mind, the answer lies in those receiving votes underneath the top 25 of the AP poll, and that happens to be Iowa. Look, they have 4 losses so far this year, but those 4 losses by a combined 12 points. 4-1 at home. It was a tough game for Penn State. A very good team lost to a good team on the road. So it's a tough one for them to swallow, but they're simply not a national champion contender anymore. As far as who is, let's take a look at the top 3. Number 1 in the nation, Alabama for a second week in a row. Big win against the defending national champion LSU at LSU. It was a hard-fought win for Alabama. Look for a second that the Tigers are going to prevail in that one, but the Tide seeks their revenge, and they got it. It was a good win for them, and simply so far a winning program, not dominant by any stretch of the imagination, but a very good team so far. They're going to have to win against a dominant SEC foe. We'll get more on that in a little bit. Next up, Texas Tech, in my mind, not just an undefeated, but an underrated team so far. They played 3 consecutive teams in the top 20. They've prevailed in all 3, but not quite like this one. They won 56-20 against Oklahoma State. Graham Harrell, the quarterback for that squad, 6 touchdowns. Not 1 interception. Give the guy the Heisman, for goodness sake. As far as receiver, Mike Crabtree got 3 touchdowns as well. He'll be a big-time NFL prospect. But it was a defense. That was the story in this one, allowing just 20 points to the Cowboys, a team with one of the best offenses coming into this game. And also Kendall Hunter, the running back for the Cowboys. Some people thought he might be a Heisman Trophy contender. He was held for 20 fewer yards than his average so far this season. So a big win for Texas Tech. They'll need one more big one when they travel to Oklahoma. Their third straight top 10 team in the nation on their schedule. That'll be a big game for them coming up this weekend at Oklahoma. They win that one, they'll take care of Baylor. Then they'll be in the national championship game. But this weekend, well, that will be a doozy. Next up, the 3rd team in the nation. Welcome back to the big picture. The Florida Gators knocking off Vanderbilt. It was an easy one for them once again. Look, this is the most dominant team in the nation, I'm going to argue. Very simple. Their one loss came to Ole Miss by 1 point. Get rid of that one. They have 8 wins. Those 8 wins, not one was closer than by 23 points. So they've won every game so far this year by at least 23 points, aside from that 1-point loss to Ole Miss, which I believe will be proven to be an anomaly. Now, their schedule doesn't get any easier for the Florida Gators. They still have to play against Steve Spurrier's South Carolina Gamecocks. They do have to play against in-state foe, nationally ranked Florida State Seminoles at Doe Campbell. And then if they manage to win those 2, no matter what, they will play against Alabama in the SEC championship game. So the Florida Gators need to win 3 straight games in order to be in the National Championship Bowl game. And will that happen? I believe so. I like their chances. Knock off those 2. I think they'll have no problems against the Alabama Tide. Well, my friends, that's It's a Shaw Thing for now. Visit backopensports.com on Thursday for your college football preview.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.